All right, Book of Face. Good morning, Book of Face. Good to see you. It's time for your Patio Chronicles, everybody. Come on in close. Come on in close. It's a little chilly. It actually got a little bit warmer today. And so it's a little bit chilly. We out here just rocking away. Let's see, y'all come on in here. We got a lot of ground to cover. Short time to get there. Got a lot of praise report to give you, and then some advice and everything. Catherine, good to see you, and Latanya, and good to see you, and B. Michelle, Booker, and y'all see, I can see y'all now. You see how God will fix it? Let me put my glasses on. I can see y'all a little bit better now. And Catherine, and I'm working good. Good morning. You know, I ain't what I once was, but I thank God I ain't what I used to be. Sister Moody, good to see you. Sister Moody selling them bed sheets, $35 for any size, from California King down to twin size beds. She got some sheets for sale. It's a fundraiser for the Eastern Stars, and so we're gonna buy some sheets from her. Dun Trail Hardwick, and I ain't gonna ask y'all now. I ain't gonna get into y'all business. How often do you change your sheets now? We know you're not the Embassy Suites or nowhere where they change them every night, but I ain't gonna get into that because that'd be getting too much into your business. Cause some of y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, like all the memes popping up on the thing there. If your pillow look like this, kind of dingy, and it's brown wood should be white, then you don't have to worry about the Biden tax cut plan because it's not going to impact you at all. Look here, because it started at 400,000 and above. So if you drive the car and it's still got the donut on it, and the donut's been on there for about 3-4 months, don't worry about the tax cut, Biden tax cut, because one thing for sure, it is not going to have any impact on you at all. Now, if you got a foreign car now, let me just tell you now, if you got a foreign car with any kind of ABCs with it, you got some kind of tiger on the front, or you got some kind of leopard or something on the front, and when you get in your car, you turn the key, if the entire dashboard light up like a Christmas tree, then you don't have to worry about the Biden Harris tax cut plan. It will not have any impact on you whatsoever. Let me just give you 1 or 2 more examples now. Then I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna do what they want to do for you. I'm gonna leave you alone now. I done already told you get in the car and crank it up. Every yellow on, green on, red on, orange, and some other colors on. That means you couldn't afford the car and the service to go with it. You ain't got to worry about it. You have some of y'all up here that Biden and that Obama is better on the economy than Biden. Well, at your level, either one of them is just perfectly fine, pretty much. You know, one give tax cut to the wealthy, of which you're not. The other one trying to make the wealthy pay, but they don't start paying until they at 450,000. So, you know, if you're waiting and limiting where you're going starting on Wednesday, if you can only go down to the convenience store 2 blocks from the house because you do not have enough gas to carry you all of the places you really want to go, but you'll have it on Friday now when you get paid. If you got the limit where you can go starting Wednesday until Friday, then don't worry about the Biden-Harris tax plan because it will have no impact on you whatsoever. I mean, I'm just trying to give y'all a few clues because some of y'all up here, oh my God, the economy finna tank. Well, you know, that might be for somebody. For the average American, me and you and the rest of us, you know, at 450,000, after we hit that point, you know, hell, we should have something to worry about. You know, I tell joking, I got 99 problems, but paying $10 ain't one of them. I'm saying now, you know, I mean, look, if your lights are still off from what was the storm that came through 2 weeks ago? Okay, if your lights are still off from the storm that came through 2 weeks ago, you know, yeah, we done had 2 or 3 hurricanes since 2 weeks ago. If your stuff is still off today, and it went off 2 weeks ago, but you in your mind you believe that it's still off because of the storm, you don't have to worry about the Biden and Harris tax cuts because it ain't gonna apply to you. I'm just trying to let you know. I mean, you know, I'm just telling you. Some of you are, oh man, I'm with Trump because he good on the economy. Yeah, please get out of here. But anyway, boys and girls, you can see what kind of mood I'm in today. DB Walking Club Walk today. Just met with my brother Rashid for the DB gun safety class. The next one is on the 13th. New location. We'll be at a new location, but the same great instructions. We are doing a pistol class in the morning, and from 10 to 1, and then from 2 to 5 we're doing a rifle class. So if you want to learn how to fire your rifle, I thought I'd put this thing on mute. You want to learn how to fire your rifle? Evidently I must didn't. I just started talking to y'all, put the notifications off. But so anyway, but some of y'all are worried about the wrong thing. You're sitting here worried about the tax plan, and worried about the next storm is coming in a few weeks. And I don't know if that storm will knock the lights back on or whatever. But I'm just saying. Ooh, it's a beautiful day. It's overcast. The sun is out, but it's still a little chilly. I mean, this is taking me back to my football days. Make me want to go and suit up and jump out here with the Falcons or somebody. You know, Buffalo Bills or somebody. You jump out here with somebody. But anyway, what else I got for you? Local politics, local politics. Somebody about local politics. Go out and vote. The most important thing we can do, the most revolutionary thing you can do. If you want to change America, go vote in Georgia. Make black people be 100% voting strength here in Georgia. We got 2 Senate seats that we could flip. How do we know we could flip it? Because we flipped Georgia. All you got to do is, you ain't even got to listen to these people. You ain't got to listen to these people at all. You ain't got to listen to nothing they say. You ain't got to listen to no pundits. You ain't got to listen to no pontificators or anybody giving you political theory or philosophy. The one thing you need to do as a registered voter, and one who's conscientious, to understand that while this democracy is imperfect, it's the only one we got, we still can participate it and critique it, that we don't have to just fall in love with everything about America. We can still call her for her original sins, her sins of commission, and her sins of omission, and the sins she continued to this very hour. We can do both. Those things are not mutually exclusive or collectively exhaustive. We can do both. In fact, we are in a better position to offer critique because we have been the ones who suffered the most under this thing. Okay? And so that's how that goes. But anyway, I want to encourage you to go vote. I'm going as soon as I get off here, and I always say that, but I'm going to do it today because I got the time. I'm not that busy. I got to give y'all 2 pieces of information, just health related, and then I'm gonna jump off of here and go vote because I'm in the 5th Congressional District. Early voting is going through. Probably this week is probably the end of it because the election is on December 1st. It's either this week or next week. Next week, I believe. So. That's to fill the seat of John Lewis for about 3 weeks. You have Kwanzaa Hall and you have Dr. Robert Franklin who are running. So I got to go vote. I'm going to do that while I got time this morning. But 2 things. I got up early. I missed my walking club today, and I want to thank Sammy Cheesecake. Sammy Cheesecake came through. We had a little walk-off contest, and our winner was our 79-year-old dad. We call him Dad of the group, who is walking phenomenally. We have just seen how God has stretched him out. When he came, he was walking on a cane, and then all of a sudden we look up, Dad has got the cane on the ground. Then I looked up, like last Friday he was running, and then I looked up a couple of days ago he was running with the trainer. I said, there's no telling what God will do if you just believe. But first of all, the man was coming, walking, assisted with a cane, but he won and won the cheesecake. Every Friday we have some kind of thing where I just give out some money, just an incentive, buy somebody some lunch. And for the last 2-3 things we've done, he done won it. He's won it. So anyway, that's where we are. So getting over the last remnants of these sinuses. My sinuses have been going crazy for some reason. I don't know if this change of weather or what. But no, it ain't COVID because I didn't get the test and everything. Up the nose. I told you about the old white lady who got the test over at Emory when they first started it. She was in her, looked like 80s. And one of the young men one of my mentees and his wife was there getting their COVID test. And it was early in the test, so nobody really knew what it was. So it was drive-up testing. You stay in your car. And so they told us she was in one of them Cadillacs. When you're old, you get one of them big, long Cadillacs. Talking about the long one. So she in one of them long, classic Cadillac. And she pulled up to the test. They told her, roll down your window. What'd you say? Anytime an older person tells, what'd you say? They can't hear nothing you're saying, right? And they stand around, roll your window down. And then they said, stick your head out the window. She started looking at the passenger side window. And they said, no, turn your head and raise your head slightly, and we're going to administer the test to you. By the time she figured out, she rolled the window down, turned her head. I think I told y'all this already. When they give you that, the first time I had the nasal test with Dr. Collier, I done had 3 or 4, I can't remember that. When Dr. Collier did, he did right. Well, he stuck that thing so far. First of all, it seemed like it was so long. He stuck it back so far that it made my other nose start running. I said, oh, Lord. I mean, he put that thing all the way back. So Grandma was sitting there. She about 80 years old. What you say? Go ahead. I was just sitting there. Lean your head back. Close your eyes. And we're going to put it back. It may sting a little bit. The old white lady. So when she held her head back, and then Grandmama said, when they juked that thing down in her nose, her foot came off of the brake and went on the accelerator. They said her feet slipped off her nose back. That lady had hit 4 cars. She went completely over the top of. She went completely over the top of one car, and hit 2 other cars. I'm talking about hit them good. And when they got her out, her car was sideways on its side. They juked that thing down to her nose. Grandmama went in. Oh Lord, she hit that accelerator, boy. She totaled the car in front of her. In fact, the good thing was they were in Emory parking lot, so they had to rush them people to the hospital in critical condition. I know it ain't funny. I know I ain't supposed to be laughing, but damn, that was something else. They had to rush them people to the hospital in critical condition from right there in the parking lot. Grandmama, they juked that thing up. Grandmama hit that accelerator. That car went straight up like Dukes of Hazzard. Went over the top of the first one, fell on the hood of the second one, and hit 2 more cars. I mean, it was awful. So, brother, I'm telling you, so when you go, they had to start a new protocol. You cannot administer, if you're doing a on-site testing, the car has to be turned completely off, and the keys have to be sitting in the passenger seat or away from the driver. But baby grandmama done wrecked 4 cars, including her, and 3 people laid out in the emergency room, all because they didn't tell her to hold on. They put that thing down, because they kind of tease you a little bit. They put it right at the tip. Then all of us said, hold on, mama. Wham! That thing went all the way back down and hit her medulla oblongata all the way in the back. And brother, she let go that wheel and she hit that accelerator. Boom. That car took off. But I wish somebody had it on tape. They said you thought it was a scene out of Mad Max. I mean, wrecked cars, smoke, antifreeze, everything. But so anyway, I did two things. I want to talk about health for just a few minutes. Y'all know, God is doing a new thing in this season in our lives, and so I've been on my foot. I was at my Georgia Blue healing boot. Dr. Cowan's up there. Alvin Cowan's just a great podiatrist. Phenomenal doctor who's been working. Y'all know I started walking and walked an ulcer. Looked under my foot, it was ulcer. One day I'm put the picture up here so y'all can see it. But it was pretty bad. And so when I got there today, I've been, he debrided it, which means cut all of the skin, had all kind of infections, been on antibiotics, all of that. And so when he looked at it today, he just started shaking his head. I was like, damn, okay. Because I've been watching it too. He started shaking. I said, Doc, I said, is everything okay? Because he had another guy who was in the office with him, big old dude. And he was a football player, white guy, nicest guy you want to meet. And but he's a big old football player, lineman, but he's now becoming a podiatrist. I guess he's shadowing the doctor. So he just looked at, oh, it is beautiful. I said, this is a wonderful thing now. When you have doctor look at your foot and the ulcer that was on it, so on, and say it's a beautiful. I said, okay. I like, damn, you start shaking your head. I thought you could say you getting ready to go cut it off. It's healing beautiful. He said, now I'm gonna clean it up. So he cleaned it up again. He always cut the dead skin and all that stuff up and around it. And he did all of that. And he said, now I'm about to put a what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? A graft, like a skin graft. It's an artificial skin graft. And so I'm going to put this on here. And you just got to stay off of it. I need for you to stay off of your feet, off your foot for a week. When you come back, I need to look at it again next Wednesday. And by then, it should be almost closed completely. And probably after that, another 3-4 weeks. But I need you to just stay off of it as much as you can. I'm going to wrap it. You got to put a thing on it. You can't take the dressing off. Just leave it like it is. So I got to do all of that. Because so I said, well, what am I supposed to do when I take a shower now? 'Cause I ain't like some of y'all nasty people. I take, it's winter time now, Yeah, some of y'all don't even hit the water. Y'all be talking about it's too cold to as grandma say, it's too cold to take a shower. You just be trying to wrench off. And you come out of the house and we be almost embarrassed to tell you, look, we smell you before we see you now. So I'm going to got to just tell you now. You got to put some soap on you. And so anyway, I told him, look, Doc, I had to, I'm big sexy. I have to clean up every day. I ain't one of these. I can't take no bird bath. You got to sit down in the tub with a shot of Clorox in there every day and then. Excuse me, y'all. My sinuses are draining crazy. But anyway, everybody know you got to do. Sometimes you can't just don't wrench off. Some of y'all get that little cloth. And my mama was old school. Now you had to get a white cloth. See, some of y'all go to Walmart and stuff. Y'all be buying them dark color like brown and black. So when you wash your neck and stuff, you don't see all that dirt on that rag. So you think you gonna hit? I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hold me back, Lord. I need the Lord to restrain me. You got. So I can't take it no more. So you got to get a shot of Clorox in that water and take you a good one. You can't have your pocketbook out there. I mean, you got to hit your pocketbook good. I mean, you can't be going out here because Look here, it'll start telling on you, won't it? Y'all, some of y'all know I ain't lying. I mean, I might as well just tell you ahead of time. It's one or two. I know that you wanna. I know you wanna take the shortcut or take the short route, but you can't do that. And particularly us big people, we definitely can't get away with it because we have to lift stuff up, pull it up, hold it up, and get under that good, all the cracks and crevices, and don't miss nothing. Now, I can't. I love y'all too much to just lie to you now. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Yeah, you can't. That's what my mama used to tell my little sister and them. My little sisters, they were older than me. You go in there and watch your pocketbook. So, even as a kid, I used to think that was funny because about 9 to 10, you understand the human anatomy. But I like, okay, yeah, y'all take them pocketbooks out for a walk and wash now. You can't just. So some of y'all grown women now, y'all say, look here, I know you say you ain't got no pocketbook, you just got a coin purse, but even the coin purse need to be washed out. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I got more serious stuff to tend to than this. Y'all look here. How did I delete it? Can somebody tell me how I delete a live post? I won't just back up for everything I done said in the last 5 minutes. I won't just take back. No, I don't, because look here. The good Lord, the thing about Patio Chronicles, somebody needed to have this pocketbook ministry this morning because I'm telling you, it's going to change somebody. The direction of somebody's life is going to be changed just off of this one alone now. Okay? So don't be afraid of it. I mean, we're all human. We have good days and bad days. I'm just saying, you have good day, you have bad day, but sometimes you have I ain't gonna do that no more. I'm just take that time, that extra 15, 20 minutes you take in the morning to make yourself be, as Wayne says, you got to be sweet like candy. This ain't no joke, Margaret. This is very serious now. We want you to be sweet like candy now. Ooh, ain't nothing more beautiful than a woman who can walk by. And I've actually done this too. I'll be very careful because it's me. But I've had to ask women, really, what is that you're wearing? And it ain't no come on line. I'm like, what are you wearing? Because that scent is just, the pheromones in my nose just, what is that you're wearing? I be asking because I be needing to know that kind of stuff. I said, baby, you got on some beautiful, whatever cologne you're wearing is beautiful. So we want you to be sweet like candy. So handle all of that business, brother. You know better now. You got to do the same thing. You got a pocketbook, but you have to do what you got to do, and don't shortcut it. You just can't do it. And so anyway, I'm gonna move on from that and govern yourselves accordingly. And everybody be sweet like candy for the holidays. You sweet like candy, you get more gifts and everything. Unsweet people don't get good gifts. I'm just telling you. If you sweet like candy every night, he get you good gifts. Unsweet, sweet like candy, you can go to Houston. Not sweet like candy, you'll get a Happy Meal. Sweet like candy, you'll get a tennis bracelet. Unsweet like candy, you'll get a tennis lesson. You have to be. Sweet like candy, you'll get, let's go out, to the club tonight. Unsweet like candy, I'll be back around 1, 2 o'clock. I'm hanging out with the boys. So, just get sweet like candy, okay? All right? I'm just telling you. Now on to other things. Y'all know I ain't lying. See, that's why y'all know I ain't lying. I know I'm telling the truth. I ain't even got to have nobody. I ain't even got to do like preach. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness now? It's gonna be all right. Go in the house now. They ain't got to go. I got to talk very serious now. I got to. So my foot, thank y'all, is healing, and hopefully, gas station food uh, unsweet like candy, definitely he's sleeping in the guest room. There's no doubt about it. He gonna say my back hurt. When the brother tell you his back hurt, really in the mattress in the bedroom hurt his back. Says, no, it's not. It's not. Ain't got nothing to do with the mattress. Ain't got nothing to do with the mattress. It's not sweet like candy, and it's unsweet. And when it gets sweet again, then it's gonna be back. Okay, so I'm just trying to keep families together, one household at a time. So I told y'all a few weeks ago, while I'm working on my foot, I just said, Lord, whatever you're doing in this season in my life, I'm okay with it. I still, a lot of y'all knows the little red pigment down at the bottom of the eye. That's where I had to have an injection. Gonna have another one. But y'all see me reading the screen, don't you? God is good. I can read it. I sit back here and read it, And so when I said, now last week I couldn't see none of that, even if I was right in here. And when I tell you, every day you wake up, you got something that you can thank God for, even if it's not the best day. And I say, today is the best day of my life. Why do I say that? Because this is another day that I got another chance. I don't know what's going to happen during that day, but I'll take it. With everything, I don't look like what I've been through. So anyway, I wanted to tell y'all the other thing I had to do now. I went and had my sleep study. They said I had mild sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is very, very much an issue we have to look out for. If you have a bed partner, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, and they snore, that's one sign. Y'all have to excuse me because my sinuses are kind of in overdrive for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a change of the season. And don't just take it and take it for granted. And if you see them trying to gasp for breath now, or you hear them snoring like that, they be snoring all of a sudden. Then what they're doing is the soft tissue in the back of their throat is collapsing and restricting the airwaves. And so the correction to that either have a CPAP machine or a dental apparatus that will force the jaw forward so that jaw cannot collapse and that tissue cannot interfere with it. So I want everybody who has that as an issue, particularly if you, can go get a sleep study. I did one about a week ago, went into the facility, went to sleep. Been about a month ago. And they came back, they said, well, you have it. So I wanted to show y'all my CPAP machine. I'm going to give y'all, so y'all look. So every night when I go to bed, I have to put this on now. And I know, let me see, I got to put it on the right way. Is that the right way? That don't look like it. I'm still getting used to it. Some of y'all are veterans of it. I ain't got used to it yet. Okay. So let me show you what you have to do. You put it on. Put it on like this. Goes over your head. I got something twisted. There we go. Then it goes on like this. And what it does is pushes air in there all night long. Now this is the machine. Some of y'all need one of these. Right? And so it has water in there. You put distilled water. Let me take this out so y'all can hear me there. You put distilled water in here. And if you need to get up and go TT during the night, you can unplug it. Crap it back on. But all night long, it's flowing oxygen. It's forcing air. So I just sit there and just the cord is nice and long, okay? And then so that's how that works. I'm finna go. I'd be wearing it. I'd be wearing it during the day and stuff, just to be sitting around with it going. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not, but hell, that's what I'd be doing. So. And this is the newest, up-to-date one. You see how small it is? It's small and everything. And so that's how that go. And when you get up in the morning, you feel like you done ran a marathon. And all they do is forces air so that you don't restrict, and most of the time, y'all got them. They sitting under your bed getting dusty. And so anyway, can you recover from? Yes, it's usually, and what they do is actually do measurements. There's certain things, body functions that are happening with you. And so as I was going through a comprehensive physical, my cardiologist noticed, he said, your heart pumping, the blood is flowing, but we do notice on your left side there appears to be what they say the beginning stages of pulmonary hypertension. And so that means the blood is being pumped, but it is taking greater force to pump it. And he said, do you have sleep apnea? I said, no. Have you ever had a sleep study? I said, yeah, a couple years ago. It was unremarkable. He said, no, I want you to go into the lab and do it. So that's what we did. So we put that on our nose. I'm getting kind of used to it. I think that may put my allergies, sinuses gone, but that stays on you. And it's a long haul, so you can sleep with it. Your bed partner will get used to it, and so it's easily transportable. You can take it on a carry-on. It's a small bag, almost about the size of a lunch bag, but that's kind of that's kind of how you do it. Okay, so I wanted to let y'all know about that. Yeah, it feels like it kind of reminds you of being in the hospital with an oxygen mask on, but the bottom line is, if you look at several people, I love the fact that Dr. Joy Fremont at Fremont Dental talks about her father dying from sleep apnea. And one called Dreamwear, yep, that's it. I don't like the under your nose. I like the whole thing, the under your nose, I couldn't do it. It's under your nose and like wrap around the ears. No, I just give me the full thing so I can know that it's there. But it is a great product. Anyway, if you got one, use it, because we don't need you dying. Reggie White died of sleep apnea because literally your body and your lungs and your heart is working overtime all night long. And some people have it very bad, where it may be your breathing is interrupted 100 times a night. As I've heard people had just that much, simply because the air cannot get in. And so on that note, I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna go take me a little nap. I had my little breakfast and everything. Then when it dealt with my foot, told me to stay off of that, and I'm gonna be obedient, because when I go back next week, I want them to say, well, you're far out of the danger zone, and all we gotta do is now get this thing, get this thing healed completely. And I'm already asking. I'm gonna just stop. When I'm gonna be able to walk. When I'm gonna be able to run, when I'm be able to walk again. And but I said, the Lord just said, be still and know that I'm God. Be still and know that I'm God. And so sometimes you want to get out here and move so quick, but every now and then, and good Lord said, just son, wait now. No is not never. Okay, let me just let you know now. On the way out the door, all no's are not never. Y'all hear me? Just because it's no right now doesn't mean that it's no forever. And so you did not get the job you wanted. Somebody go tell Donald Trump this. Amen, saints. No means just not never. It just means no for that period of time or that season in your life. You didn't get the house you wanted. Oh, it was perfect. You had it all imagined and laid out. And somebody came in and got the offer. You mad at the real estate agent. The Lord was just telling you, just wait a minute. I have something better for you. You know, he just might have something better for you. I look back over some of the things that wasn't readily available to me. And then when it became available, it was so much better because I didn't try to rush the decision. And so, you know, now I know, don't rush it. Just slow down. You got the rest of eternity. You know, you wanted that car because it was your color. And so the credit came back no. Then you found out the joker who bought it damn drove off the lot, the whole wheel fell off of the car. And you know. And so all things in due season. You know. And as the good book say, you will just plant. And in due season you will reap. You know, God man plants the seed, tills the ground, waters the earth, but only God can grant the increase. So I'm praying for increase now, and I'm patient. I've waited 54 years. I can wait a few more days. All right, y'all all right? And so whoever I'm speaking to, because, you know, whoever comes through the Patio Chronicle, it is telegraphed for somebody out here. It ain't always for you. It's for somebody. Whatever that thing is you're waiting on, just wait. Just know it's possible, because I know you look at it, that ain't even possible for me. That were things that I looked at in my life and said, you know what, that ain't even possible for me. From where I came from, my people just folk from LaGrange, Georgia. You know, I'm from Zone 3, South Atlanta, Pryor Road, Carver Home. That ain't for me. You know. But then I said, hold on now. My grandmama didn't just teach me about how to live. She taught me about the things that he has no limitation. You don't run out. You don't run out. So what do you mean that's not for you? What do you mean you can't just walk on the lot and say, I want that one? What do you mean that's not the house that's intended for you? You know, I look back on things that I've been able to do, places I've been able to go, situations I've been in, and I said, Lord, I don't even know how. There's actually some places I've been, and when I just look up, I just start laughing to myself internally. You know, I said, you know, this is a long way from Pryor Road. Damn, this is a long way from Pryor Road. You know, this is a long way from Price High School and Perkerson Elementary School and Gilbert Elementary School and North Fulton High School. This is a long ways. You know, but I'm just glad that God does not always call the qualified. He qualified those that he called. And so that gives me just as good a shot as anybody. All right? God does not always call the qualified, because on paper it does not look like you ought to be where you are, with the job you are, with the husband you got, with the wife you got. On paper it don't look like you should have all of those smart children, those children who done gave you grandbabies, who done made you proud. Don't look like you should have the house you're living in, or the situation you find yourself, that you can go on vacation, jump on the plane, go when you want to. It don't look like you ought to have all of them clothes to the extent that you're just giving away stuff. It don't look like you should have all of the money, even in COVID, that you can go and help pay somebody else's rent, feed somebody else's family, all because you don't look like what you've been through. And if you just stop long enough every day, you know, I'll tell you one, and I'm gone because I'm getting too preachy now. And one of my favorite banners, I'll never forget this, Reverend Robert Melson and his days at Dodge Sterling. The banner, and I think they've been since took the banner down, but it had to be 15 years or so ago. And it says not equal giving, but equal sacrifice. Not equal giving, but equal sacrifice. Some of y'all think your $10, your $100 is, is sufficient. But dude, you made $25,000 this week. So your $100 ain't even a good tip. But for that brother who made $600 or $700 and found a way to sow into the lives of somebody else by donating $100 to somebody who was sick, or buying somebody food, taking some a little bit of resources out of his house because he believed that he could be a blessing to somebody else, even if I have to go and hustle a little bit harder for myself. I'll say this and I'll get off of this thing. I've had people been in dire straits and I gave them what I didn't have because I knew the Lord would give me the ability to go hustle a little bit that week and make it up on the back end. Okay? Yeah, let me say that again. I gave what I didn't have to somebody who needed it, who had to have it, with the expectations and faith that God will show me a way to go out and get it back before the week is out. And I've done that many times. And when we say I never seen the righteous forsaken, there have been times I literally put it in the basket. Yeah, I'm getting out of here because I'll be done start crying in a minute. And I couldn't even get home before somebody said, call me, can you do A, B, and C for us? Can you speak at this event? Can you do this training for us? And I look at it, I say, yeah, how much are y'all able to pay? And when they tell me it's 10, 20 times what I just gave. And I sometimes will come and say, God got an interesting sense of humor. I didn't even make it out of the place good. And it don't happen too many times for it to be coincident. Now, I ain't trying to say I got one of these ATM gods. I'm just saying I've seen enough to know that I am persuaded and convicted that he never leaves the righteous forsaken nor seed begging bread. All right, so on that note, I'm going to let y'all go because I'm tired now. I ain't got nothing else to say. I done run out of words. I ain't run out of words and no testimony, but I do want to just leave that with y'all because I want y'all to go on back to work, and I'm finna go in here and lay down on my good foot and figure it out. All right, you all have a great rest of your day. Now, I ain't gonna go over. You have to start the first. You see how we go? You see how God works? I mean, we done went all the way to side splitting laughing about pocketbook, all the way down to there is no telling what God will do if you just simply believe. I love the life that I live, and I live the life that I love. Let me say that one day, it is my prayer and my desire for you to be able to say the same thing if you can't already, and some of y'all already are doing it. I'm telling you, I love the life that I live, and I live the life that I love. Okay? If you do what you have to do when you have to do it, there will come a time when you will be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Okay? On that note, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all be good. I'll holler at y'all a little bit later on, all right? Peace.